If you guys want to laugh after this video, make sure to check out my new IRO channel. It's called Life of Solo. I now have 3 hilarious prank videos on the channel. Make sure to check it out. What's up, guys? It's Solo back with another video. Now, I'm sure a bunch of people already skipped through the video, but hear me out real quick. If you guys genuinely want to become the best shooter possible on NBA 2K23, you guys need to watch this entire video through from the beginning to the end. Because although you might be thinking I'm just filling the video with nonsense, everything that I talk about in this video is going to be useful to you. And I'm not only showing you guys the best jump shots for any build in the game, but I'm also going to be showing you guys the best badges, settings, practice methods, and secret tips that the best shooters do not want you guys to know. Something that a lot of people are very confused about this year is that there are a lot of variables that go into your jump shot. Like this year, the jump shot base and releases that you guys can unlock depend on your player's height, your 3-point and mid-range rating. So not everybody can use the same jump shots. But lucky for you guys, regardless of your height, whether you're 5'8" or you're 7 foot tall, I have a jump shot for you in this video. Also, whether you're on the GOAT boat on current gen or you guys are in the city on next gen, the gameplay is completely the same. So all of these jump shots work for both. Before we hop into the first shooting tip of this video, if you guys still haven't, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 700,000 subscribers. I would appreciate if you guys could press that red subscribe button, sub up, and turn my post notifications so you guys don't miss a stream or upload. Hopefully I don't have to post a new jump shot video for a long time, assuming that this is going to be the best jump shot of the entire year. And you know, I don't find one better. I mean, I guess it would be good if I found one better, but I don't want to keep looking for new jump shots and then spamming. You guys know what I'm saying? Hopefully this is the last video for a while about this. And if you guys still haven't, make sure to drop a like in this video. Let's aim for 10,000 likes. Without further ado, let's hop into tip number 1. Okay, so tip number 1, I want to go over settings and controller settings, and do not skip this part of the video. I'm probably going to be saying that a lot, but this is very important this year. So I'm on next gen. As you guys can see, I'm in the Beast of the East part, but like I said, current gen, next gen, it's the same thing. So you guys want to press start, go over to options, and the first thing we'll do is settings. Now, there's not really much to go over in settings except shot feedback. You guys see mine is on all shots. You can have this on off, user only, free throws only, or all shots. Put this on all shots. This will tell you whether you're shooting early, slightly late, or late, and it's going to help you a lot because, you know, if you see you're shooting late, then you want to release it a little bit earlier. And it'll also tell you the contest of your shots, which can help a lot. Next up, we're going to go down here to controller settings. Every time you get off the game or you close app or whatever, your settings reset. So these are not even my correct settings. The main ones that you guys want to focus on is shot meter. I turn this off because you get a shot percentage boost with having it off. I think since like 2K20 head gameplay developer Mike Wang made it. So if you turn your shot meter off, you get a shot percentage boost. So surprisingly, it's actually easier to shoot with your shot meter off, even though you have no guidance. And personally, I've tried playing with the shot meter on this year, and I don't know why, but it's like way more difficult this year. Like if I look at the shot meter, it just goes way too fast and I end up shooting a late. But if I turn this off and I just look at my player's hands, which I'll show you where to release it later in the video, if I just look at my player's hands and not the meter, I actually green like way more. It's not even close. For shot timing, I have this on shots only, although I know a lot of people that have it on shots and layups, because if you use Pro Touch, it's a finishing badge, and this actually helps you a lot, but you do have to time your layups, so you'll end up missing some layups if you mistime them. I'm gonna keep this on shots only though. Now we have the new controller setting that matters probably the most this year, and this is shot timing release time. Now guys, pay attention to what I'm talking about right here, because this is very crucial. Now this setting, you guys can see I can put it on very early, late, or very late. Now this changes nothing about your actual jump shot, but what it does change is how long you guys are holding the shoot button, which on Xbox is X, on PlayStation it's square. So let's say you have a jump shot on, right? It could be any jump shot, and you put on very early shot timing release, you're basically just gonna have to tap X. It's gonna be very quick, whereas if you put on very late, you got to hold the X button or the square button way longer. As I said before, different height builds get different jump shots this year. So for builds under 6'5", I put my jump shot timing release time on late, because these jumpers are pretty fast in the first place, and late just works best for me. And again, at the end of the video, I'll show you where you guys want to release it, because, you know, let's say I put it on very early, I'm going to be releasing my X button before the ball is even like moved up from my hip. But if you put it on like very late, I mean, you're going to release the X button when the ball is basically already in the air getting shot. I put it on late though for builds under 6'5". Now on my builds above 6'5", I actually put it on early, and the reason is because those jumpers take longer to get off. You guys know shorter builds have quicker jump shots, so the taller you get, it's gonna make you hold the X button longer. So if I put this on early, it actually combats that, and it basically makes it so that I'm holding the X button the same amount of time on my shorter builds as I am on my taller builds. Now, although I don't have a build over 6'10", if you guys have a build over 6'10", I've heard very early works really good. Again, the reason for this is because if you keep it on late, which is the default, you're going to be holding the X button for like an eternity. And I mean, you could do that. It's all personal preference for this. I'm just telling you guys what works for me and what I've heard works. So for over 610, you guys want to put it on very early. And again, your settings reset every time you get off the game until 2K patches that. So whenever you get on the game, make sure to get in here, turn your shot meter off, turn your shot time and release time on late if you're a shorter build. If you were like 6'5" to 6'9", put it on early. And if you're above 6'10", put it on very early. Pro stick function, I put on default. Pro stick orientation and off-ball offensive mode, I put on absolute. And the rest does not really matter, but I will scroll down here if you guys want to copy down any of these settings. Now, my next tip for you guys in this video is going to be about jump shot boosts, and not only jump shot boosts, but Gatorade boosts and weekly workout, how to get +4 to your speed, excel, strength, vertical, and stamina, which definitely helps. I'll get into that in a second here, but if you guys go to progression and then you guys see get boost, you guys can press right trigger, go to skill boost, and you guys will see jump shot boost, which I'm actually going to buy a bunch of these right now because, I mean, why not? You guys can see right there, I have 61 games of jump shot boost. They're not that expensive and they're going to help you shoot. So if you guys are watching this video, I'm sure you need help shooting, because why would you be watching this video if you're already a lights out shooter? I mean, some of you guys are probably just trying to see what I'm talking about in this video, but put these on, it'll help you shoot better. Now you guys see the turbo boost on the bottom down there. If I go here, you guys can see all of the different Gatorades. Now these are more expensive than jump shot boost. You guys see one game of jump shot boost is 200 VC, whereas a Gatorade is 500. Now Gatorade does help you with stamina. It gives you a little extra stamina bar, and each of these do a different thing for your stamina. If you are going to buy any of them, I recommend you buy the Gatorade Super Shake, which slows down your energy loss by 25%. Now this is a lot of VC, and I really wouldn't recommend you guys buy this unless you're going to be playing in the stage or you have a big game or, you know, a very important game. That's the only time that I would recommend buying these. I don't even buy them like that. Now the main thing you guys want to look at here is the weekly workout there in the top right hand corner. You can do your weekly workout once per week, and if you get 3 stars or more on all of those, you get an extra Gatorade stamina bar on your player, which definitely helps because, as you guys know, especially if you're a dribbler this year, your stamina is going to run low pretty quick and you're going to miss more shots when you're low on stamina. You guys see right there, I have 5 more days on my perfect workout, and if you guys want to do your workout, you guys got to go to the subway station. So depending on where you are in the city, you can find the subway, and then you guys want to go to the East Mall station and travel there. When you come out of the subway, you guys just want to walk over here, turn this corner, and you guys will see the Gatorade facility right around here. Now if you guys are in current gen, because I know there's a lot of people on current gen watching this video, you guys just want to walk to the end of the 3s court, you know, the base deck with the 2s and the 3s courts. If you walk to the end of the 3s, you guys will see the Gatorade training facility, and you guys just want to walk in here and then go ahead and press Y or triangle on your controller, and you guys can see all the different workouts. It'll tell you what machines you guys need to do. Get 3 stars or more on all of them, and if you guys are struggling on them, you guys can just close that before the workout ends and you guys can redo them. That's a little secret that I'm letting you guys in on, but that definitely helps shooting, especially with the stamina factor. Now we have the part of the video that I know a majority of you guys clicked on this video for. We have the jump shots. Now if you guys are skipping this part of the video, because I know that's what people do in jump shot videos, I used to watch them too. You know, I wasn't born yesterday. Hear me out. Do not skip to the jump shot because you guys need to hear this information. A lot of people get confused in this, but this year, different builds, different heights, different 3-point ratings, different mid-range ratings get different jump shots. So everybody cannot have the same jump shot. So let's say I'm like, yo, Ryan Archidiacono is the best base in the game, which it isn't. Let's say it is, and I show you guys the jump shot. That's going to be for builds under 6'5". So you guys need to pay attention to the requirements that I'm talking about in this video for each jump shot, because I will have a jump shot for you, but it might not be the first one that I go over. Now, real quick, I want you guys to look to the bottom right hand corner. You guys see that green text under all of that jump shot information? It says height under 6'5", mid-range, you need a 67+. Look, if I scroll through all these bases, you guys can see the numbers change. So the requirements are changing. So let's say you have a very low 3-point shot, you're going to be very limited on jump shots that you can get. Also, this year, you guys see the stats: release height, release speed, defensive immunity, and timing impact. The 2 that matter the most is going to be release speed, because obviously you guys want to get your shot off quick, and then defensive immunity is the second one that matters the most. After that, I would say timing impact, and then release height is last, because release height doesn't matter that much, but of course you want A's in the most categories that you can get. Sub up if you guys are still watching the video, comment when you first sub to my channel, and comment loyal if you guys are still watching. But let's hop into the first jump shot of this video. It is going to be called chicken. Here we go. Edit jump shot, and this is for builds under 6'5". So you guys need to know that right now. This jump shot right here, base John Stockton, release 1 Darius Garland, release 2 John Wall. This is for builds that are under 6'5", and you guys see you need at least an 86 3-point shot or an 86 mid-range shot. The release speed is on full speed. You guys definitely want release speed to be maxed on pretty much all of your jump shots, and the blending is 80% Garland, 20% John Wall. This is the jump shot that I've been using for the last like 3 weeks. It is so smooth, and the secret thing about this jump shot is I feel like nobody really knows about it. Now I got to give a quick shout out to Fana because he did put me onto this jump shot. He was the first one that really told me that this base was good in 23. To be honest, I've heard about Stockton in past 2Ks because it is one of the quickest bases in the game every single year. This jump shot is very smooth. Like I said, put your shot release timing in the controller settings on late if you are a 6'2" or like any build under 6'5". Put it on late. I mean, you guys can do early if you guys want, because I heard early works for some people as well. It's all personal preference. Now, real quick, even though that is my jump shot right now, let me show you guys a couple of the other ones that I have, and I don't even know what these are. Okay, so this one's actually pretty good. This is one that I was using after the last jump shot video, so you guys have probably not heard of this yet, but it's a base Derek Fisher, release 1 Darius Garland, release 2 Emmanuel Quickly. Now, you guys see we get a couple A pluses. We have 2 A pluses in the categories that matter the most. Now, for this one, you guys need an 84 3-pointer midi at least, and you have to be under 6'5". You guys see the blending, 73% Garland, 27% Quickly. Now, you guys can mess around with the releases, see if you can get some more A pluses, which I'm sure you can. But the thing is, although you get a bunch of A pluses, the jump shot might be like too quick or it might be just not smooth. You know what I'm saying? So releases that I've been picking have been very smooth and are just perfect for me. But yeah, you guys can mess around with the releases and it'll definitely change some of the stats. Or if you guys can't get these bases, you can keep looking. But I'll show you this jump shot right here, which I don't even know what it is. We have Cole Anthony. So this is like one of my first jump shots I used. Now this one, you only need an 80 mid-ranger and an 80 3-point shot. You guys see base Cole Anthony, release 1 Luka, release 2 Damian, and the blending 26% Luka, 74% Damian. Okay, now I do want to show you guys a couple more bases. You know, maybe I don't have a jump shot for it, but maybe I've tried them in the past. And the first one is going to be LaMelo Ball here. You guys see you have to be under 6'5", and you need an 81 3-point, 81 midi. I heard LaMelo Ball is pretty good. It's pretty smooth. It's just, I feel like it's a little bit slower than the one that I have on right now, John Stockton. But maybe your 3-point rating is not high enough, so you have to go with LaMelo Ball. All right, so that's actually going to be it for builds under 6'5". Now on to builds that are taller than 6'5", which is probably a majority of you guys because those builds are just so OP this year. So let me switch builds real quick and I'll show you guys my jump shot. Okay, I am now on my 6'6" Mr. Perfect build. I know some of you guys have seen that build video and you guys probably don't care, but I actually have a new glitchy 6'9" build that I'm going to be dropping very soon. I think it might be the best build in the game. Give me like a week or 2 on that though, and I'll get that video out. But you guys can see in the bottom right hand corner, height at least 6'5" and under 6'10". We have a bunch of new bases in the jump shot creator now, and as you guys can see, my jump shot is once again called chicken, so you guys definitely want to call it chicken because that's what this jump shot is. It is absolutely chicken. What? Okay, I'm keeping that in the video. This is my genuine reaction. I thought I was using a different base this whole time, which I'm gonna talk about in a second. LaMelo Ball is a really good base. I mentioned it in the other section, but bro, this whole time I thought I had a different jumper. That is so weird, but hey, I guess this jumper is cash. Let me go to the blending and release speed. You guys see release speed. You guys always want to put that on the fastest because who wants a slow jump shot, right? 45% Vince Carter, 55% Kobe, and we have on base LaMelo Ball. I'm not gonna lie, this whole time I thought I had on Kyle Kuzma, which is a very good base, and it's probably the best base for these builds. But look at this. I mean, you guys see the stats there for Kuzma. We get a B- release height, timing impact C-. If I go over to LaMelo Ball, the release height changes to an A, so I guess it's better stats. I think one day I changed it to LaMelo Ball to test it, and I just never changed it back. So hey, LaMelo Ball is a really good base. You guys see my releases. I have Vince Carter and Kobe. Those are going to be 2 of the smoothest releases for builds that are above 6'5", but that is weird, bro. LaMelo Ball is a really good base, clearly, and also Kyle Kuzma. Majority of people on this game, majority of good players in this game that are above 6'5", all use Kyle Kuzma base. Now, another release that a lot of people like to use on builds between 6'5" and 6'10" is Oscar Robertson. You guys see if I click it, you know, the jumper will change a little bit, but I don't know. It just felt weird to me. It felt a little bit stiff, but a lot of people that I know use this release. So if you guys want to mix that in there, try it out, you guys can. Also, something else to note, which I probably should have said earlier, is if you guys move the animation blending, look at the bottom requirement for mid-range shot and 3-point shot. You guys see it's on 83 right now. If I slide it to the right, it'll change to 82. If I keep moving to 81, and so that has to do with your releases. So for example, if you need to lower it, maybe your 3 is only an 81, then you just slide this all the way over until that says 81, and then you can use the jump shot. Okay, so I do not want to leave out builds that are above 6'10", and yes, I have a bunch of shooting tips for you guys in this video, but real quick, I want to touch on this. Builds that are above 6'10", which I know there are a couple of you guys watching this video, but majority of you guys are probably below 6'10". So for you guys that are above 6'10", I would say base Christian Wood, I've heard is very good, so you guys can try that, and also base David Robinson. season, you guys can try those out. But for builds that are above 6'10", it's kind of bad because there's not a lot of options and a lot of the jump shots are very bad and just slow. And as far as the releases go, you guys can just mess around and try to get the highest release speed and highest defensive immunity. And of course, put your release speed all the way on max. Real quick, we gotta talk about badges in this video because they are very different this year. Now, if you guys are on next gen, you guys have this tiered badge system where you guys gotta spend 10 badge points in tiers 1 and 2 before you can get any tier 3 badge. And if you guys are on current gen, I mean, you guys can just put on any badge whenever. So current gen has it way easier. And if you're on current gen, you probably want all of these tier 3 badges on the highest level possible. Agent 3 is like my favorite badge this year. Fading is very OP, so put Agent 3 on the highest level possible because this is going to help you fade. And it's fades from 3-point range. If you want to fade in midi, you guys can put on midi magician, but I don't even think you need that because I just green my midi fades anyways. Agent 3s is insane. And after that, I mean, these tier 3 badges, I'm still kind of messing with them. Now, something crucial that I feel like you guys probably don't know, some of you guys know, you know, if you play the game a lot, you guys know about this, but when we talk about the new core badge feature, let's say that I'm looking at blinders, right? I'm looking at blinders and I want to see how effective is this badge actually for me? Like, is it doing anything for me? What you guys can do is look at the bottom middle down there, blinders core challenge. If that bar is being filled when you're playing games with this badge on, then that means that it's working, it is popping up, and it is helping you in game. Also, once you fill that bar, you can core that badge and it'll cost you 0 badge points. You guys see right here, Agent 3, I filled my bar because I fade a lot. I pressed Y on the badge. If you guys are on PlayStation, you guys just want to click triangle and you can core that badge, which will save you 6 badge points that you can put on other badges. It's very glitchy and you guys got to make sure that you're coring your badges this year. You could do 1 badge per category. See on the right hand side, I have 1 for shooting, 1 for playmaking. The other categories, I just haven't finished any of my bars yet. Limitless range, I mean, I recently tried using this and you guys can see the bar does not pop up a lot. You got to shoot from very far, so I just don't like shooting bad shots. I feel like these are bad shots. You guys can use this if you guys want. Deadeye too, I mean, I feel like this is solid. Kind of swapping between blinders, Deadeye, limitless range. You know, I picked 2 of the 3. You guys can see I have some progress towards Deadeye too. Just put on 3 of these badges. It's really up to you, but those are the 3 that I have on right now. Of course, if you can get 3 of them. Green machine's pretty good. I have this on the highest level possible, and volume shooter is a badge I actually put on the highest level possible. So if you guys shoot a lot of shots, you know, I'm talking like 6+ shots in a park game. If you're playing a rec, you know, 15+ shots, definitely put on volume shooter because it's gonna help. And I feel like there's not too many good shooting badges here. Like, I don't know about amped. I've used it a lot. You guys can see my progress down there. If I put it on bronze, you know, it's a little bit farther on the bar. I don't know. I'm having second thoughts on amped because I feel like you need to be dead tired for this badge to even pop up at all. I might end up swapping back to it, but you guys look at guard up. I actually get progress more when I use guard up compared to amped. So those are 2 that I've been like swapping back and forth. And the claymore, I really only have this on because when I play rec, sometimes I don't always have the ball and I'm just standing there. If you guys are a spot up shooter, definitely put on claymore. You guys will want corner specialist if you're gonna be sitting in the corner, but more importantly, you'll probably want catch and shoot. That's pretty much it for the shooting badges. Make sure to check your core badge progress. Once that bar is full, make sure to core it. And I mean, if you're using a badge and that bar is not filling at all, like you guys see catch and shoot is blank. I don't think I've ever used it, but it is just empty. Then take that badge off because it is doing nothing for you. And this goes for any category. I recommend you just look around, see what badges are actually being used and see which ones are basically deemed useless. Okay, so now I have some shooting tips. So once again, if you guys are in the city, go to the subway. We're gonna go to the East Mall station because we're going back to the Gator facility, which actually has rental courts this year. And if you guys are on current gen, you guys just want to find an elevator at the end of the cruise ship, click it, and then go to, I think it's probably like the 3rd deck down. I actually have no clue, but click my court and you guys will be able to shoot around in there. Just walk over to your court. These shooting tips that I'm about to give you guys are very important. They kind of go back to the fact of where I said in options, controller settings, shot timing, release time. It's very important. I'm about to explain that to you guys and how you guys can utilize that to your best of your ability. If you guys go to the back of the Gator facility, you guys will see courts up the stairs, reserve a private court, press A on that, and then press A again. If you guys skipped before in the video, go back and you guys can see what timing I said you guys should have on for what height or whatever build you have. I said what timing you guys should have on. For the purpose of this experiment, I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to put my shot timing, release time on very early. And I'm also going to put my shot meter on just for this little experiment. Okay, so I'm going to pause it when I green the shot and you guys will be able to see where my hands are when I have it on very early release timing. Okay, so you guys can see where the hands are for very early release timing. Notice where my hands are. That is where I had to release the ball. Now, look, I'm going to put this shot release timing time onto very late, and now we're going to test it. Okay, so once again, I'm going to pause it once I green the shot, and you guys are going to see where the ball is and where my hands are. This is for very late, so I'm going to have to hold the X button a lot longer, so watch this. Bang, look at that. The ball is way farther out, and you guys can see I just had to hold the X button, or if you guys are on PlayStation, the square button a lot longer. So it doesn't speed up your jump shot. You know, if you put it on very early, it's not like your jump shot's gonna be any quicker. It just has to do with how long you hold the button. So for this build that I'm on, it's 6'2". I like to have it on late, and basically when my hands are at the top of the jump shot, that is when I release the shot. So I'll pause it for you guys because there is no shot meter if you're a beginner and you guys have never shot with no shot meter before. You guys just want to pay attention to your hands, release it when your hands are at the top peak of your jump shot, just like this. And I actually still have on meter on accident, but you guys can see where my hands are when I have the green meter completely filled. Just pay attention to your hands. That is where you guys want to release it. And if you guys just want to practice your jump shots, just get in here, get some shots up, or if you guys are on current gen, go to your my court. For some reason, there's no my court on next gen. And I'm not only about entertaining you guys and posting hilarious videos, but I'm also just trying to make you guys the best player that you can be this year in NBA 2K23. So if you guys need any more help, I mean, you guys can let me know in the comments, but check out my dribble moves video. I'll put the link in the top of the description, or you can just look it up. I mean, it's on my channel. If you guys need to watch a beginner tips video, I have one of those as well. Or if you guys want any new builds, you guys can watch those videos. I'll put a bunch of those links in the description because I want you guys to be the best player that you could possibly be. Again, Life of Solo link, IRL channel will be also in the description if you guys want to sub to that, or if you guys just need something to laugh to, check out those videos. But if this video helped you out or you enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, see you guys.
Baby, you know who I am. Yeah, they don't think that I meant it. They didn't know who I was. I had to make sure they know who I am. I was a young and a come up with a whole lot of hits before I was even a man. Always been the hardest artist in every room. They just don't know where I stand.